Hello everybody. In this video I'll be talking on Scorecard Lineage. It's a feature which was introduced from Informatica 9.5 release. The agenda for my article is what is a Scorecard Lineage, how to show lineage for a scorecard in Analyst tool. So once the user has created a scorecard in Developer tool, he may be interested to know about the metric, say to which group this metric belongs to which table or the file this metric has been taken from, and if it's a relational source for the metric, this relational source belongs to which connection. So in simple terms, Scorecard Lineage shows the origin of the data, it describes the path and shows how the data flows for a metric or metric group. We can use Scorecard Lineage to analyze the root cause of an unacceptable score variance in matrix or metric groups. So once the scorecard is created in the Analyst tool, we can just click on the option Show Lineage to get the lineage details of the scorecard. But before that, we have to create a metadata repository, Metadata Manager service. The repository for this service will actually hold the metadata for the scorecard. So once this is done, we are all set to export the scorecard from the Developer tool and import this XML into Metadata Manager service. This will be even clear when I show you the demo. So once it is imported into Metadata Manager tool and it is loaded, we are all set to get the lineage details of a scorecard. So this is my Developer tool where I have my MRS, a project named Scorecard Demo, wherein I have my scorecard named Scorecard Country. So I have to export the scorecard using the option Resource File for Metadata Manager, and it is then only we'll be able to import in the Metadata Manager. So this completes the Scorecard Export. Following this, we have to go to the Metadata Manager tool URL and create the resource using this XML file. So let us see how it's done. So before showing how to configure and create a resource in Metadata Manager, let me show what happens if we try to get the lineage detail without configuring it. So this is my scorecard, name Scorecard Country, and I just click on one of my metric and do show lineage. So I get an error saying cannot find resource MRS scorecard demo in the catalog. This is because we have not yet created metadata for this particular scorecard in Metadata Manager repository. So this is the error we will get. So following this, we have to go to our Metadata Manager service and create a resource here. So this is my Metadata Manager tool, and I click on this create and load scheduled resources. I click on new resource. I have to import a DQ object, so I will choose Informatica platform option. Next. So the name exactly has to follow the convention MRS name and followed by the name of my project. So the name of my model repository service is MRS, and the name of my project is, let's verify here, it's Scorecard Demo. So I have to give the same name over here, and this is for if we follow this convention, then only the Analyst tool will be able to get the lineage detail. So this has to be name of my resource. Click next. I have to choose this option, resource file option. Then I have to select the Scorecard XML file which I just exported. OK, next, and finish. So a resource is added now, but it is not being loaded yet, so we have to load using the option load, this option start load operation. But before doing this, let me show you one more detail. Say suppose my scorecard, this scorecard is actually using a relational table. This is from a relational source, so I have to get the connection details also of this table. So for that, what I'll do is I'll create one more resource for an Oracle table using this option, wherein I'll give the details of my connection from where this table has been imported. So this table has been actually imported from this connection. So I will create a Oracle resource using this connection details. The name could be anything, need not follow a particular convention here. Do a test connection to make sure everything is fine, and then next, and then actually here we have to scroll down and choose the connection name, the schema name basically. So here it was so this is my schema name. I add it here and do next and then finish. So this is added, but it is not loaded yet, so I have to choose this option to start loading. And if you want to get the details, the load details, you can just click on this option, and we have to wait and monitor till the load completes. So finally the load has completed, and we see this status load successful, indexing successful, and not linked. Not linked because it is not linked to any of the other resource, any of the scorecard here. So now when this is done, let us try creating a resource for our main scorecard. So this is our resource for the scorecard, the main scorecard, and we have one resource for our relational table that we have used in our scorecard. Now we have to link this resource to the main scorecard resource. So for that, we have to edit the resource, go to connection assignment, refresh the connection, and we get the scorecard connection, which we have to link to our this connection which we just created, which is holding the relational table. So this is the connection name that is picked from our admin console connections tab. So this is the connection name that we mentioned here while creating it. So we assign it to the resource that we just created in assign, and then OK. So connection assignment is also done, and now we have to start loading it. So this is done, and again we can monitor how the load is going using this option. So now the load has completed. We go back to this tab, and we see the status also, load successful, load linking is also successful. So now we go back to our analyst tool and try to see the lineage on this particular metric. Show lineage, and yes, we get the lineage detail. So what we can infer from here, this is my scorecard with name scorecard country. The scorecard country has a group called default with a metric country, single metric country. As we can see here, this country is from a profile named Scorecard Demo 1. Basically, the scorecard is created using this profile first of all, which is shown here. This source, the profile source, is picked from Scorecard Demo, which is again a relational object. And how this relational object is linked to a connection, this is shown over here. So this is the connection name from which this table has been imported from. So this is my complete scorecard lineage detail, which is showing the path of a metric, from which profile it is picked from which table it is from, and this table belongs to which connection. So this completes my scorecard lineage. So has this source been a flat file source but not relational, this part would not have been there. This would have ended here, showing my MRS with a scorecard demo project name with a object, a profile, and the matrix and matrix group details. This completes my demo on scorecard lineage. If you have any queries, you can write to this email ID or you can tweet us also at InfoSupport. Thank you.